Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first ever Alliance Tournament Fantasy Draft. And I am joined by a gaggle of my colleagues, co-analysts, commentators, and presenters that you'll be seeing quite a lot of in the upcoming broadcasts. So I'm going to say everyone's name, and hopefully you guys can say hello and wave really quickly, just so the audience can get used to you. CCP Overload.
Hello, I'm CCP Overload. Happy to be here, ready to express the fact that I have no knowledge of what's going on and do terrible at fantasy drafting.
Mark Resurrectus.
Hello, I'm Mark. I'm here to be an unabashed wormhole stan, and not succeed.
Moderator.
Hey, I'm a moderator. I'm a washed-up AT captain turned commentator.
Mystical Mojo Might.
Hello, I'm Mystical Might, now a member of Fraternity, much loved. I'm looking to smash some records. I'm either going to get everything right or everything wrong.
Fear.
Hi, I'm Fear Vina. I've been commentating since the last AT. It's been a lot of fun, and hopefully my watched opinions aren't too terrible today.
And finally, bottom of the list because it's alphabetical, Wingnut.
Hi, I'm Wingnut. I'm sick. And I suck.
And obviously, I'm Yintan. I am also a commentator, and I play on Plug and Play. And I've done this stuff for 7 years, and I haven't learnt a thing. Anyway, so what we're going to be doing here today is taking it in turns to pick.
You missed one.
You did miss one.
You're just gonna do Alexei's card dirty like that? What the fuck?
It should be on top of the list.
Oh my god,
Alphabetical.
Alec!
Gosh.
I'm so sorry.
Good thing you're not calling targets, Ian.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Hey, Alec.
Hello. Those are the
I think-
Declarations of War podcast, CEO of Noir, EU's longest running mercenary corporation. Ian's former co-host, by the way.
Yeah.
You know, Ian, it's really good that you no longer FC with your lack of target calling ability.
He's washed.
Absolutely.
Completely washed.
It is very true. My eyesight just isn't what it used to be. I now have to strain to look at targets, Just up at the top of the list, he was above what I could see. I'm 5'6". I can't see that high.
That's true. You need a booster seat. Or a stack of books.
As we like to say, short king.
Anyway, what we're going to be doing today is taking it in turns to pick from the list of teams, all 51 of them that remain in the competition, and attempting to determine where we think they're going to land, because we will be getting points based on where they do. And this is all going to be randomized. So let's take it over to the wheel if we can, Art J, to let us know in what order our picks are going to take.
The wheel. Oh man. That's so ominous.
It was delightful too.
Absolutely. So first pick's going to be really crucial here because they get a chance to pick from
No!
all of the potential teams.
Yeah,
No.
Mark's a wormhole daddy, so he only picks wormhole teams.
That is true. I have a strategy. My strategy that I'm only going to pick wormhole teams. It's a pretty good strategy. And the good news about this strategy is that there are two teams that are almost certainly going to be near the finals that are both kind of wormholers. They're not real wormholers, but they're pretty close. Oh, man. I think, Jen, I'll tell you, I think I'm going to pick the team from Odin's Call. I'm going to pick the team from Odin's Call as my number 1 overall pick.
Yeah. Okay.
That's it.
Well,
Yeah.
let's do it. Well, fine. Yeah, that makes sense.
That's it.
Odin's Call. So that's interesting. So you're not taking the people who won the last Alliance tournament.
I'm not. Listen, I have principles.
Do you now? Well, we'll see what principles Fiavina has.
Look,
Yeah, Fiona, who you gonna pick, bud?
Look, it's kind of a redemption because I got flamed for them for some comments I made on stream last year, but I'm gonna pick them anyway. Truth, Honor, Light, champions last year. I think they're a very good team. I think they did really well last year with the rules, and with the rule changes this year, I'm sure they'll do very well again. So I will take them as my first pick.
Do you?
You tried unmuting it. Moderator, you're an expert. What to do here? Tell us what to do.
Oh, there we go. Okay, we're good.
I hope everyone didn't hear me flame moderator.
Oh
They
my god.
probably did. It's funnier if they did.
Oh, they did.
It's
That's
back.
good. Wonderful.
All right, drum roll, please, ladies and gentlemen, as we look forward to the third
We can't
pick.
see the spin.
I was gonna say I can't see the spin. Oh,
Oh,
there it is.
How
Here we go.
dare you, sir? You must always rig in plain sight.
ooh, no!
Oh,
Alex!
no!
Yes!
Oh, look at that.
Thank you for rigging that for me, Bay.
The fix is
Post
in.
bias.
I am going to select former Alliance tournament winners, Tuskers Co. for this.
That was my pick too. Damn you, Yin.
Ultimately, they're a really good team. They've shown historically just great execution, and as we see, as we saw also last year with them bringing out that max mids composition and being the only team to beat Truth on a Light, they can really, really do damage if they get far enough in a tournament, and it's not like something where you had to win it in a theory crafting setting. So I think the Tuskers are always a dark horse to win any Alliance tournament.
Do we get to flame your picks during your pick?
Yeah,
You can flame at any point.
absolutely.
How do you think
Oh,
they're
yeah.
going to do with the fact that they can't just bring their E-War mids this year because of the rule change?
I think they'll be fine. I think they'll just, we saw them execute really well with the Nighthawk Rush previously in previous Alliance tournaments.
Ah, yes, the multi-year-old Nighthawk Rush.
I know, but it just shows that they can win through any style if they have enough time to practice it and really narrow it down. I've got faith in the boys.
I'm happy for you, person 3. I really am.
Thank you. That's what I deserve after missing Alec in the list, really.
The mythical person 3 indeed.
I agree with you about Tuskers being a bit of a dark horse.
Yeah, I've got to say, I think the big surprise pick right now is the Odin's Call first, but I don't even think it's like that.
It's only surprising to people who don't know who Mark Resurrectus is. Everyone else knew that if the first pick he was making was going to be a wormhole group, and by getting first pick, he probably actually didn't want that because he had to then pick Odin's Call.
That's true. I'll tell you the truth. Some of us need to be elected at the end of this year, so
This is a political move.
you gotta find those votes somewhere, boys. Just
Mark
the way it
told
is.
me at the CSM summit, he's like, can I tell you something, CSP Overload? Don't tell anyone else, but I actually hate wormholes.
I don't remember that part.
Can confirm. Can confirm.
The real lie there was that I called you CCP Overload because I constantly forget what your CCP name is.
All right, so who is going to be pick number 4?
Here we go.
Let's see that wheel. I love the wheel, man. Here we go.
Oh, boo. The man didn't need it.
All right, nice. I get my fucking pick.
Man who didn't
Lock
need
in
it.
that frat
Well,
pick now.
That's exactly what I'm going to do. Fraternity, of course. Straight to the fucking top of my first pick, you know?
Okay.
Wow. Wow.
True
sorry, that
homer.
just...
Is
You guys said my
is
pick
that
was
troll pick or?
What do you mean? I'm supporting my boys. This is my alliance. CN number 1.
1,000 social credit
Here we
deposited
go.
into your account right now.
It's it's a strong pick, fraternity. They had a strong showing the other night on the tower grid. Look good.
I mean, I was asleep, but I'll take your word for it.
You didn't miss anything.
So Misty, what are your thoughts on defending TTT?
I'm not waking up for it unless there's going to be an actual fight. But I don't think tie-dye fights in high sec are all that fun. So
No, they are not.
Do you think tie-dye fights are fun?
in general, it depends. If there's like caps and stuff, but you're not going to get that in high sec. So it's just going to be like 1,000 vexors blotting out the sun.
I was hoping somebody would show up and just ram it with freighters to get some caps on grid.
To be quite honest, I just love to see the old Veldnor just show up randomly.
I mean, you don't need to
Maybe
ram it
very
with freighters. You can always just like use some of the dreads that are in high sec, right?
That's true. That is true.
Well, technically, that's not true.
Well, technically it's not allowed, but what are you going to do about it?
Yeah.
Move them.
CCP, what are you gonna do? All right.
The
Let's see
high
number
sec
5.
caps are in perimeter. They're all in like trade hub systems, right? So
Hopefully, there's not one in TTT.
I'm sure there's some in perimeter.
All right, let's spin the wheel again. Or is that landed on board for his pick?
No, it would pop his name up.
Yeah, I
Ah,
just
okay.
moved it. Yeah. Here we
There
go.
you
Also, I take offense that my name is piss yellow. It may not be incorrect, but I still take offense to
It's
it.
Australian yellow. That's why your name is upside down as well.
overload.
Ah, there we go.
Ah, easy pick. We form Volta. Straight in.
Of course.
Surprised they
Homer
hadn't been picked
picks.
earlier.
Wow,
actually.
going for your own alliance.
So
How
many Homer
original.
picks.
That's because my alliance, unlike Brave, actually has a chance of doing something.
I might kick you out.
Oh,
You didn't pick
We're
me.
in the same coalition. You can't do that to us.
Jesus.
Yeah, well,
Tracks for me,
that'll
dude.
track for the coalition tournament, but you have to ask CCB Zealous for that one.
Oh my god.
Good lord, the sparks are already flying here. We're already gonna pick 6.
Mm.
You've absolutely got a steal here, though, CCP Overload. You've got
Yeah.
the last of the guaranteed teams that cannot give you a negative point value.
I was surprised Volta dropped this far, but then when I look at who picked before me, I'm no longer surprised.
We had to leave it open for you, so you have someone to root for.
That's true.
Thanks.
This is all rigged in the background, mate. This is all sorted out at the barbecue.
Now we know Misty always gets the best bunk in the AT commentator's house.
True.
Three people left on the board.
Mhm.
Ready,
All right,
Mario?
let's move to spin the wheel again then.
I really hope Wingnut just ends up going last.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we already know what Wingnut's pick's gonna
It's
be
gonna
because
be
he announced
Alec
it to us
Glass,
before the
surely.
stream.
Since
Yeah, the
Oh,
ripples
Actually,
of
I'm
Yin's
probably going
betrayal
to be
continues
last
to be
in this
felt
round.
here.
Close. Close.
All right, so this is going to be an interesting one.
Yeah,
mod?
so I actually don't know like any of the teams that are competing that have moved roster picks. What team is basically lock range enjoyers this year?
That's for you to find out.
Yeah, you're meant to tell us the name.
Okay, well, in which case, since
It's your
I don't
job,
have
man.
it, I'm
I
going
think
with.
it might
Oh,
be off
thank you.
essence.
Oh, thank you, chat, for all answering my questions.
Chat,
why are you
helping him out?
Shit,
Chat,
won't
what the
answer.
fuck?
Okay,
I
I'm
feel
gonna
like
go
with my-
absolutely like
I'm gonna go with
bullshit
my
you.
boy, apathetic Brent, and Hoodie Mafia in White Flag.
Unbelievable.
Mord, are you just going to be like the chat's vote at this point? Are they just going to tell you what to pick?
Which
Twitch
plays
plays the,
fantasy, yeah.
AT fantasy.
Orsky, read my DMs.
Oh boy. Chat G.
Can we amend the sheet so it says Mord and Twitch chat?
Yep.
So we know exactly who's voting here?
Uh,
I knew who I wanted. I just needed the team to tell me.
Twitch
Yeah,
chat
yeah,
featuring
but-
Twitch
So,
Playing.
go on.
They were.
Give us
Yeah,
give us a
but
pitch.
you
Why-
see,
why
you
white
should have
flag
done your
wheel?
research beforehand. Twitch chat doing the research for you is cheating.
Mm.
All right.
What do you think every
There
major
should be an
streamer does? They
asterisk
just have their Twitch
next to the
chat.
white flag pick.
Yeah, but all we have to do is say, "Hey, Twitch chat, it'd be super cool if you gave him terrible advice from now on," and then see what happens.
Just give him the wrong answer every single time.
Yeah.
He's
And watch you still win this
contractually
whole damn thing anyway.
he's contractually obliged to follow your picks now, Twitch chat. So throw them in the chat.
Anyway, moderator, what attracts you to Lock Range Enjoyers / white flag?
They did pretty well last year. They did even, okayer the year before that. AT17, they came top 4. Last year they came, top 5. So since I'm going with the 6th pick, I think that they're pretty good value for where I'm at in the draft.
Yeah, they lost to Volta and Truth on the Light, so they went 3-2, which is pretty respectable. And that's 2 good teams they lost to, so I'd say solid pick.
All right, let's flip the coin then between Alec and Wingnut.
I believe in you,
I
Alec.
swear to God. I swear. It's gonna
I
happen.
believe in you, Alec. Come on.
Piss, 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 piss.
Oh.
Come on.
It actually did fucking happen too. Are you kidding me?
Wow, incredible.
Boom.
This is what happens
Alec,
when
you
if you
gotta
have
pick
bad
it.
ping.
Alec, you gotta pick it away from him.
No, I can't do it. I gotta go with Tempest Calsa for this one.
Oh man.
Oh man.
You know what
They,
you
they
had to
have been
pick.
knocking at the door. They're my boys. I gotta go with them.
Wait, don't you have legitimate your own boys in the tournament this year?
No, our boys are spread out to multiple teams.
Oh, okay.
We are living the Merc lifestyle in tournament form this year.
All right. Well, finally, Wingnut. Why don't you review
Oh,
your
well,
eight-
do I get to finally choose now? Do I?
Oh, you do. You actually
The wheel has told me to get screwed. Now I finally get to
Uh-huh.
choose.
Yeah.
Okay, well, obviously I talked to you guys about it. They'll
Who's
still
it
find a
gonna
way to
be?
miss me. Let's be honest.
You're the
Oh,
right
wait, hold on. It's like dead on my name. Look at that. That's perfection.
Wow,
Anyways,
incredible.
I was informed that my boy Riferson is in paper numbers. Have I been screwed over? Is that correct?
Oh no! Wait, hang on a second. We can't have two.
It
Twitch
is
tag-
correct. The Riferson is in paper
Good.
numbers.
I want paper numbers then. He's my boy.
Mhm.
I'm an absolute super fan of the man. So yeah, I don't give a damn about the rest of the team. I'm just picking Riferson, mate. Sorry, boys. It's Riferson. So yeah, paper numbers, please.
There you go. Paper numbers.
Yeah, they have been consistently smacking up the door of the very, very top tier teams. For a long
Exactly
time.
that.
I've been a
Like,
big fan of them for a while.
I love the way. I keep saying Riferson, but I do like the way the team flies while also using his aggression that he brings all the time in battleships. If they can just master that and just harden it even more and more, you've got a really well flown aggressive team. And I'm a fan of aggression for through and through. I love when a team has the balls to do a thing rather than sit and fly for like 10 minutes sucking their own cocks.
I'd say they've got a
Fair.
pretty decent bracket as well because they play initiative first, and then the winner of, assuming they don't win the first time, they would play the winner of Deepwater Hooligans versus Sugar. So, or sorry, the loser of that team. So, I'd say it's a pretty solid pick as well.
All right, well, Wingnut, seeing as you're
Oh.
so berated the wheel, now the wheel has rewarded you by giving you the ninth pick as well.
I hadn't planned to do 2 back-to-back. Crud. Stuck between 2 at the moment. This list is hopefully this list is correct. I'm just gonna say platinum sensitivity,
Oh, for fuck.
God
Damn it.
Got him.
and that's
Nice
and
steal
this
there.
is me. I think I'm remembering the right stuff. I swear there were in Anger games a year or 2 back, and they were pretty damn good.
You got the
And
wrong
that's all I
team.
can remember.
Change your pick. You got the wrong team. This is the team that has Mark Bridges on it, if that gives you any idea.
I don't know who that is, but yeah,
Oh,
cool,
well
yep,
then-
good to go. I'll pick them just because it pisses Misty off. That's at this point, it's not about them being correct. It's just to just poke Misty with it.
Poor Misty.
God damn it.
Doesn't deserve
I know you
this.
have a coughing fit.
If it makes you feel any better, Misty, he's dying. So
I mean, it's a
you
little
know,
consolation, you know.
silver lining. Yeah.
He's so allergic to good takes that it's just wrecking his body.
That's true.
It's killing me bit by bit.
All right, Alec,
Do
you're
you
up.
know, before we move on, Jim, do you want to go through the points and stuff?
Oh yeah, sorry. I was so excited to dunk on Wingnut that I forgot that we were gonna look through that. Have we got that to
You
throw up on the
point
board?
though.
There we go. Okay, wonderful. So here are the points that you will get in response to where these teams actually end up placing in the tournament. So if you own the winner of the Alliance tournament, you'll get 150. Second place is 100. Third place is 75. Fourth place is 60. If they're fifth or sixth place, you end up with 50 points. If they're seventh or eighth place, you get 40 points. If they're in the 9th to 12th place bracket, I think that's like 2-2 or something, I can't remember, you get 25 points. Then 13th to 16th, 20 points. At 17th to 24th, you get no points. And then if you select a team which happens to go 0-2 in the Alliance tournament, you'll get negative 10 points. If you select a team that fails to survive feeders, you will lose 50 points. And if you take a team that doesn't get a singular win in feeders, an absolute bottom of the barrel, dumpster diving, basement dwelling team, you will lose 100 points.
Basically,
You know-
wing up level teams.
That was my team 2 years ago, Jen. So I appreciate that. Feels
You're
good.
very welcome, Mark. I just wanted you
Yeah.
to know,
Okay,
like,
just-
where it is.
So we're all good. It's no big deal.
All right, let's go back up to the picks then. Now that everyone's sorted.
All right.
Unless
After
chat has
after
any
some
questions.
consideration here, I have elected to go with a rival.
Okay.
Man, I was gonna pick them.
Yeah, I was gonna go Platinum Sensitivity,
begins.
ironically, but here we are. But they're a really solid team. I think they impressed, so could go far.
Yeah. Well, they're also guaranteed to make it into the main show because Prismatic Legion dropped out. So a rival will be, just due to the way that the bracket draw was done, will be in the AT, guaranteed.
A win's a win.
Yep. They went 3-2 last year, losing to Truth on the Light and Platinum Sensitivity. So, pretty good team.
Pretty good showing. Yeah.
My
Just
turn,
a
isn't
lot
it?
of names. Yeah, a lot of names in this list.
Mod, you have to ask Twitch chat now.
Yeah, I have to ask
Yeah,
him, what
what
team
was-
is Templess? Because are they not on the list here? Like, what happened?
They've been picked.
Well,
They've been picked
Alec already
already, yeah.
picked them.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
So that means you forfeit your pick.
Man, I'm like blatantly looking at the results from last year and being like, who's still around that hasn't been picked?
Just trying to moneyball this.
Yeah. I mean,
You got to pick with your heart or with Twitch chat, buddy. Come on, you have to
True.
pick one. You
Oh,
started with
no.
Twitch chat.
Twitch chat's giving you
same
a
barcode.
statement.
yeah.
The same
We're
barcode.
good.
Is that Radicos' team?
No, that's not
No.
Radicos' team.
No.
Okay.
But it is the team that Twitch chat gave you.
Does that make it
Yeah.
easier to pick now that you know it isn't Radicos' team?
Does that
Wait.
affect your voting options?
I don't want to pick Radicos' team. I'll take Vordak and Wild, but I'm not going to pick Radicos with my second pick. I'm sorry, man. I like you, but I don't like you that much.
Oh,
Well, that's fine.
brutal.
He's a good man.
Oh yeah,
He's a
great.
good
I
man,
love him.
but not a good pilot. Okay.
He's trying to soften it as hard as he can.
There's plenty of teams that don't contain Radicos.
There are.
So
They're
you've not
like-
really narrowed yourself down much.
You're talking like you're about
I think
to
it's
put
about
him
video.
down.
Jesus Christ, Radicus just catching strays in this round, man. It's insane.
Strays? No, this is not a stray round. This was being aimed directly at him at this point.
Well,
No,
I mean,
you guys brought,
He's the
you
only
guys
thing
brought it
being
up
targeted.
first.
How's that a
I
stray?
need you guys to tell me which team Radicus is on so I can pick any other team.
Mod, if it's any consolation to you, if you pick Radicos' team, you're also picking Jin's team.
Ooh.
That's even worse. Oh,
Chat says barcode. You should just go barcode.
You should go barcode.
uh,
Can you stop making me cough by the
Has
way you
Twitch
fucking
chat
laugh?
ever let you down before, Maud?
They haven't. They
yes,
haven't.
repeatedly. Okay. Man, Barcode sounds like a Korean StarCraft team,
Sure.
so they could be really good. So
Sure.
I'll go with them.
I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
That's definitely a reasoning, yes.
That is a reason.
I just thought of something as well. With that barcode name, what if someone made the same name with one less L? Does that count?
Yep.
Mm.
So we can have next tournament's gonna have like one with 3 L's, one with 5 L's, one with like 11 L's, and just no one's gonna understand what the fuck.
You could also put a petition in for
I think this
impersonation.
is the same barcode alliance from a couple ATs ago that has done pretty well. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's the exact same Barcode Alliance. So I'm not sure about the players because they haven't been in here for a while, but
I know some guys on
should
this
be
team.
good.
They're pretty good.
All right. Well, let's move it on then. Overload.
I'm gonna go for Darkside, I think. So Darkside 3-2 last year, losing only to Templars and Truth Honor Light. And they go up in the first round of the feeders against No Vacancies, who I think went 0-2 last year in the feeders as well, and historically have not been very good. So I think that's a pretty solid chance that they just go straight through in a one and done. Thank you, ma'am.
Absolutely. I feel like this is kind of the interesting part of the picks as well. All the mid-table ones.
Yeah, I like that you can no longer just like flex the plex and just buy your way in, and you have to actually like put your money where your mouth is and win. Because so many teams were just kind of garbage but had a lot of money, so would guarantee themselves into the main tournament. So it'll be nice to see if they can actually make their way through real matches to get into the main tournament.
You need a
this year.
baseline level of skill nowadays.
Don't say that
Exactly.
too loud. CCB's
Can't
also
wait
gonna
to see
feel
how
real good
far
about
down
himself.
it takes us to pick PL this time around.
Or PL.
Here's the bigger question for you: is
Generic.
Horde going to be picked before Pandemic Legion is?
More Derek team, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, Misty, pick 13. Unlucky for some. Who are you going for?
Do you think I cursed the team I pick since it's the 13th pick of
100%.
this?
It's a risk.
Always.
It's a risk.
All right, I'm
It's a
saying
risk.
Exodus.
Could be a strategy
Yep.
if he's on a team.
Okay.
I bloody well called that one.
Exodus,
Mhm.
yeah.
I'll throw
Yeah.
Exodus in on the 13th pick, so hopefully they get cursed and drop out.
Yeah, they went 2-2 last year, losing to Arrival and Lock Range Enjoyers. So I don't know who they're going up against in the brackets. I didn't write that one down. Oh, Castabouts. So they should probably
I
go
imagine
clean
they
that.
get in.
Yeah, Castabouts is a really cool team, but they were for a long time like mid tier. But I feel like they've backfilled a little bit in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Solid pick. I think.
I mean, they are
It was
Kalvari role
either-
players, so you know.
It was either Exodus or Hole Control. And I don't know if I want to just start stealing some wormhole picks from Mark or let him, snag those towards the end.
Careful.
You might find a
Careful.
dressing gown in your lawnmowers.
Wait, actually,
Fuck.
wait. Before we continue, what did Mark pick? Odin's Call. Yeah, I don't want to trade that. That's fine. Yeah, okay, I'll stick with Exodus. It's okay.
There's no trades. I'm not. We're not
Unofficial
not-
trades.
I
Under the
didn't see
table
that in the
trades are all
rules.
fine.
I didn't see that in the rules. I think we might have to swap.
Let's
some
be
things
honest,
around.
mate. If there was trade and everything like that, I would have just stabbed whoever stole paper numbers. So we're
That's
probably
true.
glad we didn't have that as an option.
Mhm.
All right. Well, moderator, I respect your opinion, but I reject it and I substitute my own reality in which Radikos has had so much bad luck over the course of his entire EVE Online
This is the
career.
year, is it?
This
You
is
know,
it's his year.
he's been on like a years long
He's-
This is some anime level.
He's
This
been
is his time.
every possible.
He doesn't believe you either.
Every possible. He's been trained. There've been weights on him every year. He's been struggling, using PLs players, just fucking people disconnecting during
God.
tournament matches. He's ready to be unleashed this tournament, and that's why I'm picking plug and play.
All right.
Mate, this was why
Jin.
Waffles had the anime war about you, Jin.
Incredible.
Man picks his own team and tries to justify it in the most roundabout way possible.
Radicals and
This
chat
is what
saying
I
he
sound like
poaches
when I'm
everyone.
fucking-
Not sure, just like walking along the street saying, "Does anyone want to come with me?" is the same as poaching.
Okay, that's my rant over fear. You pick 15.
All right. Well, I'm just taking a look at the brackets right now because
know what
there
you
are a
have to do.
couple. There are a couple teams that could potentially make it in that most people don't normally think about, but that's what I'm trying to go there. I think
I just want to see how much you shit on your own team.
I'm
here.
gonna go bright side of death here.
Okay, how much?
They've had some pretty good runs the past couple of years. They're still one of the 2 Russian teams in. Took parts of Hydra, although I think Darkside took most of them. So I think still gonna have a pretty good season this time around. So Bright Side of Death is my second pick.
I will point out after that pick has been taken that B-Sod went 1-2 last year, finishing top 17, where Brave actually went 2-2, finishing higher up and losing to Lock Range Enjoyers and Nanofiber Tokens. So probably a better performance than
Listen, I
Who did
mean,
Beast lose to?
of the
Not
people
going
on
to
the
pick
desk,
my own team and curse
people on the
them.
desk, the people in the alliances are picking their alliance. You're the only one that hasn't.
I'm not doing that. No.
Honestly, I kind of agree with it with Beast. I don't know who they versed last year, but whenever I see them, they seem to do pretty damn well. So
They
maybe they
lost
just got really bad luck last
They
time.
100
lost to
0
Platinum
Pandemic Legion.
Sensitivity. Yeah, that's
they
true.
100.
They lost to
Yeah.
Platinum
Oh.
Sensitivity, and they also lost to Paper Number. So not bad teams to
Yeah.
go down.
All right, well, Mark, what extreme overpick are you going to make on a wormholing team here?
All right. Well, what I've noticed just because I've been looking at the results from last year, doing some calculations in my head, really thinking about this, and I've decided to go with 2 picks in a row of teams that were actually not even in the tournament last year because they were not that good. So, but I am in the pocket of Big Wormhole. So my next pick, the number 16 pick, is going to be the Birdmen of Laserhawks. Laserhawks, that will absolutely piss off Black Bart Pirate, but I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed. I am. I know what I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. 2015 called. They want their hot takes back.
You're absolutely goddamn right. They do. Listen, this is the year of the wormholer, man.
And also last year they were relevant too.
We're on the rise. We're listen. I'm not gonna sit here and be criticized by lesser alliances. All right, Hawks have big old brass cones, and I think they're gonna pull one out this year.
I think we should just be all thankful that Mark Resurrectus has taken a minus 50 points off the board this early.
That's true. That's true. Well, I also took a plus 150 as well. So
He's exchanging these 50 points for a couple hundred CSM votes. That's what's happening.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too.
Yeah, it's possible.
I was gonna be the one to say it though.
They fully do not give a shit about me, but it'll be funny if they win. So I'm going to pick them. And then my next pick is, man, it's so complicated how this works. Because I have a couple of great options here. I'm like looking down the list. I'm thinking about it, and on the one hand, I am also in the pocket of Big Goon. People know this.
But they're not really wormholers,
They're not. They're not. In fact, you might say that they're the opposite of wormholers. Really, if you think about it.
Yeah, they're good.
Well, they weren't in the tournament last year, were they?
Yeah.
Goons tried.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they made
I mean,
it.
they did make the attempt, sure. I'm not gonna pick Goons for them. I'm sure my friends from Goons are probably just kicking themselves right now. I'm going to pick. Man. I'm going to pick Rote Capel. I'm going to pick Rote Capel. I like Rote. I got some friends in Rote. And, they did go out in the first round last year, but they also went out against the Volta. So that Volta team was real good.
Yeah, I think Rote's had a pretty solid tournament track record over the course of several tournaments. So I think that's a good deep pick.
Yeah, I don't feel too bad. I mean, there are some other obvious picks, but Rote, they've got good energy. They've got good middle-aged dad energy. And when middle-aged dad need that dad strength, they come through. So I think Rote's a pretty solid one there for your boy.
I like the first of the third picks, which means, as said in chat, top of C tier once again.
All right, well, Fear, let's see what you're going to pick for your third round.
So I think I'm gonna go with Till Doomsday.
Till Doomsday.
They were last year. They were big yikes in the tournament. Team of French players. I think they went 1-2. Still, very strong players. Generally speaking, a lot of these teams that play just as one language that isn't English, such as the French teams or Paper Numbers, who's all German, right? They tend to be pretty cohesive because they're just a smaller community. They've been playing together for a while. So I think TL Doomsday probably has a good shot this tournament. So I'm going to go ahead and pick them.
Wait, are paper numbers not French?
No,
No,
they're
they're
German.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Oh, it's toilet paper that's French.
Yeah, toilet paper is well, the thing is,
It's like- but they both
the
love
one thing
paper.
about paper numbers is that they are some of the best scrim partners ever because they're really prompt because they're German. So
I'm easily distracted. Did you say till Doomsday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cool.
All right. Well, I'm going to make my pick here. And I think I'm going to go for Yeet, Pray, Love. That was, I believe they were Nanocoin or something like that last year.
Yeah,
and
fiber
they
tokens.
placed 9th, and they're like a really good team, and I'm surprised they've slipped this far. I guess it's another one of those ones where if you remember the teams that have changed their names, you take W's. That's the one. Nanofiber tokens. That's it.
Remembering names is cringe, though.
Mm-hmm.
So, Misty, I believe
Yeah,
I've taken
I
one
need
of your
to. Yeah,
choices.
yeah. Every single time, the person picks it just before I do.
We're just
I'm
tapping
thinking. I'm
into
looking at
Misty Might.
this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what are my actual options here?
Brave are still around.
That's true.
Sadly, who else have we? There really are no good options in here.
The
What the hell is this shit?
mighty
Deepwater.
Goonswarm Federation, #1
Deep-
marble team in EVE Online.
That is true. Deepwater's up there too.
Deepwater is in there.
Boundary. I can't pick boundary. I picked trap. Well, I can pick boundary, but I picked trap. So,
You can handcuff yourself and get points either way.
That's true.
well, what happens if they both lose? Well, actually, no, they can't both lose.
I mean, you could pick Horde here. They went 1 and 2 last year.
No, I'm
The
gonna.
world we live in, where
let's
Horde
see,
is
let's
considered
see.
over fucking Pandemic Legion.
Who the fuck are HLVNASE?
Hidden Leaf Village
Hidden Leaf
Ninja
Village
Assassin
Ninja
Squad
Assassin
Esports.
Squad
That-
Esports.
Never
I,
mind.
I refuse to
Never
design.
mind.
I refuse to design this graphic around their name, so I was like, "Fuck them." They're getting an acronym. That's it.
Yeah, fuck it, send it. Put down boundary experts for me, I guess. I'll believe in some.
He's
elite
going
DB
all in,
players.
boys.
They do have Chad Hammercock,
Oh,
And
what a
there's a
name.
Chad fucking name, so
one of the
I'm down for that.
strongest names in the Alliance tournament.
All right. So CCP overload.
I was actually eyeing up boundary experts, not gonna lie. I'm gonna go with Deepwater Hooligans. I think they have a solid amount of potential. They went 1-3-1 last year, so 2-3 overall. But they lost to a rival at the start, getting knocked into the lower bracket immediately, and then went on a 3-win run, and only lost to Tempest towards the end. So Deepwater Hooligans for me.
An interesting pick.
All right, it's
Very
it's
good.
Chat's turn now.
What you got, chat?
What do we got? Who is still around? If we can.
I will
pull up
point out
the
there's only
big
one
sheet.
top 16 team from last year still available,
Yeah,
because they haven't been picked twice by their own person.
Nah, bottom of the barrel. They're going 0-2 in feeders, man.
I
I don't know
think-
what you want.
Rusty Hyenas was top 24, right? Let's see.
They did get a win last year. Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds. I think so. Yeah.
I'm hearing snuffed out.
Yeah, they're not going to make the tournament, so I'm not going to choose.
But you don't get. You're picking with Twitch chat. Come on. You pick
Um,
one, they pick one.
They brought, like,
Twitch chat is
4
saying go snuffed
Dymos.
out.
and then I've given up on them. Said I love you guys,
I
but
forgot
it's
about
not.
the demos.
It's not it.
How did you forget what 4 demos is?
I'm
I just
actually
deleted it from my memory banks.
Legitimately one of the
Tuskers has
worst
been
things I've
taken.
ever seen.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the dark horse.
Snuff.
I'm gonna say that
You're
I'm
calling
gonna
every team
mend
a
the
dark
bridge.
horse.
I'm gonna mend the bridge.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Hidden Leaf Village Assassin Esports Gamer
No, no.
Squad.
Got it.
You have to get their name
I
right
was
to pick
going
them.
to pick
Yeah.
them.
I think. Listen, Baltram is my boy. We're gonna run it down in Dark and Darker when that is done. We're gonna go back to Deep Hell. We're gonna kill the end boss. It'll be great.
I will say
This
one
could be
thing,
the year
when
they become
Dave can
Hokage.
feed a flagship Barghest at some rate of knots. Like
Mhm.
that was great.
Yeah, I was gonna pick them to rep my boy Baza, but you stole them. Thank you very much. So great.
God, it's almost like you have to pick a certain alliance that's still available.
I don't have to pick anyone. We're gonna go 0-2 in feeders just to watch.
No. It's your, you know, you've got to
Brave
be a
Grand
mascot for
Champions
it.
Alliance Tournament 19 incoming.
All right, Alec, let us know. What are you selecting at pick 23?
It's getting thin. It's getting thin. All right, I'm gonna go with a solid overtime choice and pick PL, Pandemic Legion.
Ooh.
Wow, another
you
fucking
picked
50-point
PL over
pick
a
in the early
Horde. That's
round.
bold. That's
Brutal.
bold.
He couldn't let Horde be picked over PL, man. That would just the
Bro.
memories would be broken right there.
Gobberino's seething right now. Unbelievable.
Sorry, Goffins. I
I
had
know,
to
I
do
know
it.
PL have to play
to
White
do it
Flag
to 'em.
first. So that's going to be a tough one. And then they're going to have to play either Frat or Rote after that. So it's going to be a tough
Whoa,
road.
whoa,
for them.
whoa! What do you mean?
Think about
have
it this: if they do come out, I've gotten way ahead in points.
Oh, yeah.
All these other picks.
Yeah,
PL
I mean,
will win their first round, and so will Frat, and it'll be fine.
versus White Flag. Interesting. Bold.
White who? It's fine. Don't worry about it.
All right, so for the final pick of the third round, then Wingnut,
Oh crap.
who are you selecting? How is
all
this
you-
a surprise? You've had like.
But I wasn't thinking. The few I had in my brain were immediately picked by someone else because you guys are a bunch of bastards.
It is like 4 in the morning there.
Yeah,
Just
6 in
juggling.
the morning. Screw you.
Okay.
You know what? Smeg it. Just because I like good nerds. A band apart.
Yeah.
I like good nerds. Like they're good nerds. That's why I picked them. Yeah, I mean, come on. The ad sticks in your brain. You can never get away from it. It's just there.
Yeah, do we get points for good adverts put out by teams, or
Yeah, I know, right? I get 1,000 points for free right there. Boom.
No,
I'm sold.
Actually, it turns out. All right.
They're up against Singularity Syndicate in their feeder round, so they might actually have a good shot of making it into the show this year.
Oh, hey, you found my next
I gotta pick
round.
again, don't I? Oh, crap.
So let's just take a moment here, though, and look through everyone's teams. Mark, obviously, with the crowd pleaser selection of Odin's Call, Laser Hawks.
The I want to
and
be
Rogue
CSM
Propel.
vote.
How are you feeling about your team at this point?
I'm feeling very confident, Jen. I'm feeling extremely confident. My team is a well-crafted. It's a machine. It's got a lot of moving parts. Okay, we've got Odin's Call. They're the hard carry. Okay, they're gonna be the one to take me to the promised land. I've got Rogue Capel, a solid sleeper pick. Maybe pick up a couple points here and there, and then I've got Laserhawks to, be a distraction. So a lot of good things going on. I feel good about my team. I would put it up against just about anybody's, except for maybe Fear.
Oh,
Yeah, Fear. How do you feel about your set of picks right now? I think you were.
I mean, I already got a guaranteed 150 points. The rest is just gravy. I'm picking some teams that went 1 and 2 last year, but I think they went 1 and 2 to good teams. So I think they both have good shots of going on the up this year. I think Bright Side of Death was on the up and just had a missed up last year. And till Doomsday, I mean, they made a good showing. So I'm pretty happy with my picks.
Is there anyone else's team that you're a bit afraid of?
Anyone else's team? Actually, weirdly enough, moderators, I think White Flag they have been on the up. They won AG last year, and they're practice partners with Hydra, so I think that one can go either way. between those two teams. And I think last year they were knocked out earlier than they probably should have been because they were up against Hydra. And that match could have gone either way, according to the write-up that Hydra made on Reddit last year. So I am a little bit afraid of Moderator.
More, do you agree with that?
I mean, I saw how well they did this year. I saw that they basically consolidated a lot of the talent they had. They picked up players like Apathetic Brent. They picked up Hoodie Mafia. I know that these are players that have been in Rote. They've been in Tuskers. They were a better team. They're still good, but they, I think they're consolidating a lot of talent. I mean, if Hydra's choosing you as a practice partner, it's because you're good enough player skill-wise to actually get good intel out of. So that's going to be like a solid top 4, hopefully, if they don't choke. They were top 4 last year anyway, close to, so I'm confident in that one. Mystical Might seething up top, that I'm just leaking everything.
What do you think about Mystical Might's team, Maud?
Mystical Might's team, Fraternity?
Fucking strong pick, that.
Yeah, I think he got a social credit. And I think, unfortunately, you can't pay for entry to the tournament with that. So, best of luck.
Ooh.
Good luck tier,
Okay.
even.
Okay.
He also picked both Fraternity and Boundary Experts, and they're up against each other in the first round of feeders.
I just think Misty's playing a long game for when Tencent inevitably acquires CCP.
I will point out that Mystical Might also joined the call after Jin explained the rules.
Yes. It's fine. I'm a quick learner. I read the document.
So, Misty, what do you think of your team then? Do you differ?
I mean, I think my weakest pick so far is probably Exodus. I'm pretty confident with my frat pick. I have full faith in my CN brother-in-arms, so that's absolutely fine. I already know what team I'm picking next, assuming that somebody doesn't steal it. Boundary Experts, I'm just hedging my bets. That's fine.
Hey, Misty, what's the team you're gonna pick next, my man? What's next next team you're gonna pick? I just want to know. Just want to know.
Just keep an eye out for fucking Ferrucia posting in the goddamn chat, because she's posted my picks like 2 times in a row already. I'm gonna keep this one close to my chest, okay?
Oh, what? Hey, Ferrucia, I'll pay your Plex, please. I need the pick.
All right. Is there any other teams that you want to talk about in particular, Misty?
I mean, looking at the pick so far, I think Fear's probably got the better end of the stick, I suppose, in terms of picking teams. I'm surprised it took so long for Volta to get picked, but I guess there were superior teams to pick first, like Frat, of course. I'm not really surprised by the pick so far. There's 1 or 2 teams that I thought would have been picked by now, but yeah, I think most of the picks that we're seeing are teams that we expect to actually do well to some degree. Most of the picks.
Speaking of that late Volta pick, Overload, how are you feeling about your team?
Pretty good. I was pleasantly surprised that Volta dropped down to the 5th overall, considering they're one of the 4 that gets pushed straight into the main tournament. Don't have to go through feeders in any way, shape. Oh god, my cat just sat on my screen. Move.
We need cat picks right now.
Well, I can pick her up, but she's just decided to flop right down. 1 second.
There we go.
Yes, there's the cat.
As I was trying to say before I was rudely interrupted, I think my team's looking pretty good. Volta at 5th is pretty good. Darkside, I think, are like a bit of a dark horse. And Deepwater Hooligans could do something pretty awesome.
Fair enough. What do you think of Wingnut's teams?
I mean, Paper Numbers is a solid pick. A Band Apart is not, and Platinum Sensitivity is somewhere in the middle.
Whoa. Platinum Sensitivity is better than Paper Numbers.
Surely. They don't have Ryferson, therefore they don't count.
That's a fat X right there, man.
Wingnut, are you prepared to defend your voice?
I'm voting for Ryferson with Paper Numbers. That's what it is. If Platinum Sensitivity, if they had Ryferson, I'd pick them first. They don't have him. That's the only thing that matters to me. Nothing else matters.
And what about Abandoned Par? Are you still comfortable with that pick after
No,
Overload? You're not comfortable with that pick?
I was never comfortable when I picked it, but I like the Reds. So
Okay,
that's-
fine,
that's-
fair enough.
Well,
Fair
I mean,
enough.
so I do have a little bit of intel. Rix is not on the ABA team this year.
Okay, that's it. No, I made a mistake. Nope.
He's done.
Oh, he's gone. He's rage quit.
Killed him.
That's it. He's forfeiting his remaining
But you
picks.
have to pick. Mod, you have to pick. Or not Mod. Crap,
Brutal.
Wingnut.
Oh, hi, I'm back. Do I have to pick? Do I?
In a
Yes.
moment, but we're just gonna finish going through everyone. So, Alec, what do you think about your teams? How are you feeling?
I'm happy I got Kalsif, happy I got a rival. PL, bit of a dice roll, but could pay off big if they do well this year.
I would say a dice roll is a way to phrase that.
They are a team that is playing.
In the same way that setting $100 bill on fire is technically not wasting money if you use it to light something.
I
All right.
don't know. I think PL they'll hear this broadcast and they'll go, we need to prove your intent wrong, and we're gonna fight extra hard and get Alec those points.
We need to prove that once again we finally matter.
All right. Well, I think that's Well, I suppose I should talk about my team. I'm very, very happy with all of my selections. I think
Are you happy with my Tusker pick in?
your Tuscan. What?
Because you got my spot and my team in one go.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it actually. I really like that.
Yeah.
It's great.
Now offering 50% discounts for contracts against any alliance Yintan ever joins.
This implies that I log on to Tranquility, which I don't do.
Spoken like a true tournament player.
Okay, so Wingnut, you've had the longest time to prepare that you possibly could have had. Have
That's
you
true.
managed to decide upon a pick?
I had a
doesn't
few
sound
options that I was going towards, and I'm still bouncing between them. One's a meme pick because surely they can't do better. But then again, they were already at rock bottom last year. Yeah, why not? We'll pick it. Like, you literally can't get any worse. Snuffed out. You bring in those full Demos comp, you can't get any fucking worse, mate. So the only way they can go is up.
Well, I mean,
my
it
God.
could be worse. They could pick a 4 Vigilant comp.
I don't
Honestly, I
think
would
you
like
thought
that over the
this one through.
Demoses. I would actually like that over the Demoses, please. That would actually be a better option, in my bloody opinion.
So you're
So
of the
that's my
opinion
pick,
that-
because again, you can only get better from where you were before.
Well,
So-
they play Goons round 1, so I mean,
Oh, so they win easily then.
Unless this is
kidding.
how Snuff. Snuff did used to be part of the Imperium. Maybe this is where the old little underscore handshake deals come into play.
Are you saying there is collusion in my
Collusion?
AT?
The old alliances.
They just know them. They just know them too well. They know Snuffed
Ah.
out better than they know themselves. That's how they convinced them to fly Rorquals.
I believe one of Alex's picks has the leading expert on the collusion rules in the Alliance tournament, so we can check in with them at some point.
Hmm.
So again, I'm only picking them because they can only get better from where they were before. Like, seriously. You couldn't theory craft any worse if you tried, I think.
All right, Alec.
I'm going to go for the whole collection and pick up Pandemic Horde as well.
Wow. Okay.
This is a brackets play.
You're just like hoping desperately to get a contract with the pandemic group or something.
Goblin's no longer seething. Overjoyed. Very excited.
So why do you think Pandemic Horde's a good pick here? Come on, give us some hope. Why have you got?
So I'm looking at the brackets here. Rogue Capel, I really like Rogue Capel. They're picked. Laserhawks off the table. The other alliances in that bracket down there, not looking too good, I think. So I feel like Horde could go pretty deep into that.
Everyone just pretend to laugh really hard.
I wonder if I've somehow caused it.
Sorry. I didn't copy the audio to that scene. My bad. I was trying to quickly throw them brackets since you were talking about them. My bad.
Are we good now? Chat.
Chat.
Yeah, you're there.
We listen to
Alright.
Twitch
Log
chat,
S.
unlike moderator, as we've established, no longer
Mm.
listens to
Yeah,
Twitch
he
chat.
didn't pick his own alliance. Imagine doing that.
Speaking of Twitch, it's Twitch's turn.
Do people actually hear us now?
I think
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Chat GPT rater. Let us know.
Okay. Actually, I'm surprised they're still here, and I'm going to go with Arcaria being right. I'm going to take Rusty Hyena because I cannot believe that they're
Good
still
pick.
around at this.
Good pick.
People have sniped me on a couple, but I'm going to finally get Mystical Might back here.
Yeah.
I'm actually kicking over you, dude. Just fucking stealing every single goddamn pick.
Mr. Rives appeared. Hey, Rive.
All right. So what gives Rusty Hyenas that special something for you, Maud?
The fact that they actually, I believe it was top 24 last year, and we are way past 24 right now. They made it out of theaters this year, if I recall, in that kind of bracket. I think they can do it again. Again, they're not like going to be maybe a top 12, top 8 team, but I think they've got enough talent to make it through feeders and not drop me. So, best of luck to them.
They're a good team.
Fair enough. Okay. So CCP Overload, pick 28.
I'm going to go with Of Essence.
Oh, fuck you.
Got him.
Who are they? Who are they?
Chat Flames
Chad
team.
Flames team.
Oh, I see. Okay. How didn't you pick them sooner?
Because no one else did, and I was like, wait, is it happening again?
I was
Maybe
looking-
no
I
one
was
knows.
hoping
Just
I
be
could
quiet
slide
about it.
him.
They're one of the last teams on my list of teams I should think about picking that still remained
Yeah, pretty
available.
much the same.
Yep, I have no further comment. Of Essence, Chad Flame. Thank you.
Okay, fair enough. Mystical Might.
I just want to respond to a comment in Twitch chat. Them beating Snuffed Out last year, I don't think is a big achievement considering
The
the theory
Deimoses.
crafting that we saw, but fair point. I'm going to have to pick Brave. So I'm going to pick
Wow.
Brave here.
Solid. I would have picked them a lot earlier if I was, for example, in Brave.
Yeah, so would I.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It is funny that the guy from Frat is focusing in on Brave. Very
Yeah, I
interesting.
mean, like, you're picking a team you're at war
Very,
with.
very
Like, what
interesting.
is that?
I mean, what better way to teach Brave how to fly than to kill them all the time?
Oh my god.
I'm
I
whipping
see.
them
that,
into
assumes
shape.
that assumes that you're actually winning these fights, though.
Don't look at the kill board.
Jinx is seething right now. We just won't speak to fear going forward.
It's
You
fun. I'm
did
helping
good.
them with their
Under
theory
remote
crafting at the
control.
moment. They're getting there, and hopefully this translates to their AT performance as well. So I will be demanding an AT ship when they inevitably get some for efforts
Gonna
rendered.
need a collusion check on this one,
Mhm.
please.
We're at war, buddy. Can't be colluding with the enemy.
That's
Okay.
true. That's true.
You're not thinking outside the box enough, mate.
All right. Well, I guess it's my pick here then. We're sort of at the end of like places where you can like teams that are remotely sort of good. There's like a couple ones that I'm hoping will slide a bit further that I think are decent, like 1-2 picks. I'm gonna go for Castabouts here, just to take more teams that people will have name recognition for off the board. And also
They were
'cause
honestly
they've
on my
been
list for a
doing
while. I was
better
really
in-
considering him.
Yeah, they've been doing better in like a lot of recent tournaments. They also came fourth in the tournament I ran, and that makes me automatically think they're good, even though they probably aren't.
Well, it's always a bit surprising to me how good they kind of are. I see the name and go, oh yeah, it's just Cass. Nah, they're gonna be just new players. So they keep doing pretty well. They still get dunked on occasion, but
Yeah,
they're
Pola's
surprising.
good.
My turn. I'm gonna hedge my bets here and go Kitchen Sinkhole. They nearly made it into the main show last year through feeders. They had a bit of a nail biter. The team that made it in over them was Electus Matari, who had just had some bad matchups in terms of like drafting, but I think they could have gone far in the tournament last year. They're out. Kitchen Sinkhole, they beat Electus Matari twice, or sorry, once during the group stage and then lost to them in the bracket stream feeders last year. And I do think that they could surprise some people this year.
Now, I do want to point out, since we were talking about collusion earlier, I am looking at the bracket now, and I'm seeing in the very first round of the feeders, Kitchen Sinkhole does go up against Brave Collective. That is
Very interesting pick there, Fear.
Very interesting. Very interesting.
And he
don't know what
keeps
you're talking
saying
about.
Brave's going to be 0-2. I wonder if he's
did
going
say
to help
that.
make sure Brave is
Did
0-2.
say that. That's very interesting.
Hey, any Brave parts, you might want to get ready to kick Fear's butt as far away from Brave as you can get. Because I get the feeling, man, there's going to be a hammer coming down soon.
Notice how Fear is now hiding his face behind his microphone so we can't see his guilty look.
This isn't hiding behind the microphone. This is just
He's
me
quickly typing.
getting like the appropriate distance away from it. All right.
He's just typing bail, bail, bail on his keyboard right now.
Yeah, Jinx.
We've been found out.
You're gonna see Jinx appear in the window behind them, just rise up from the ground.
Well, I mean, considering the Mark, you're the one who lives closest to me. Maybe it's actually you and not Jinx.
Yes, this is an illusion, is what this is.
That's an even more opposing thing.
I recorded
showing up in
this
the background.
hours ago. Yeah. The timing was very difficult.
Drive all the way into the Atlanta suburbs. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Mark, who are you picking? You're scraping the bottom of the barrel here.
No, absolutely not. There are so many fine teams left. So many great teams that
Is there any wormhole? Because we know he's going to
There are still a lot of wormholers, yeah.
Great teams that I have to pick from. Actually, this is kind of tricky for me because I want to make sure I'm not picking anybody who's running up against one of the teams I've already picked for. So
pick Novak and Hole Control just to round out the wormhole comps.
Well, listen, it's not quite that simple. There's a lot of politicking. My next pick is going to be Singularity Syndicate. Uncle Cyrus's band of merry men. I'm going to pick Cindy as my whatever pick this is for me. Pick number 4. So many, and they play band apart, or they have band apart in the first match, so they will probably lose. But nothing ventured, nothing gained. And then I did like Kitchen Sinkhole. That was a good pick. See, I like Sugar, but Sugar's up against Deepwater, and they'll lose. Man, all these. I'm gonna go with Hole Control for my 5th round pick.
What a surprise!
I know. I'm gonna go with Hole Control. My very good friends from Avanto, I think some of them are going to be in that team. These are my people. This is my constituency.
Just remember, Mark Roderick's running for CSM. We all know this is. He's not really here. He's just here for the votes.
That's right. Just vote Mark for CSM 18. I will stump for wormholers unabashedly. It will absolutely come back to bite me in the ass. But listen, if I lose, this is a win-win for me. You guys don't understand how this works. If I lose, it's like, okay, the wormhole is lost again. But if I win, I'm about to be the most insufferable person on the entire cast. You'll never hear the end of it. So you better hope that my teams do poorly.
You'll be the most insufferable person. Oh, okay. There's more to go.
Because I'm not yet, Wingnut. Because I'm not yet, sir.
Crap.
So those are my 2. Cindy and Hole Control.
All right. Let's see if you can match the obnoxious levels of Mark there. Who are you picking?
So there's one match that hasn't been picked yet, and you're just kind of like trying to figure out. Now that a lot of the good teams have been picked, you're trying to figure out who's going to win their matchups, and the ones that are less known. I'm going to go with the Ancients because they're up against Wormageddon for first round. The Ancients actually had a decent showing in feeders last year. So I do think that they could make it into the main show at the very least. or they're more likely to than some of the other teams that are still in the pool. So I'm gonna go with the Ancients.
I feel like
my
that's a
boys
good
too.
sleeper pick.
Yeah, it's a good pick.
They're my boys. Seriously, I've flown with them a few times. They're great guys. Good luck to them. I just noticed. Thank you, Bay.
Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you, Bay. This is good for me. I have to sit up a little taller in my chair now. Is the problem? I'm already boxed in pretty good here.
Stop slouching.
I can't help it.
You gotta stand up straight and be proud, man. You're gonna be a CSM member. You have to just stand up and be tall and be like, get that pose going.
Yes.
Anyway, I gotta say, like, looking at all of the remaining teams is it's just pain. Like,
So many good ones. Look, you pick only cows. That's a good
it's
team.
like most of the teams where I recognize their name. It's like, oh, they're a team that didn't bring 10 people to the last Alliance tournament. Oh, they're a team which I remember them for boundering 10 people during one match. Oh, they're a team that used to be good. That's my note on them.
I like how like that last one is very specific because we all know exactly who you're talking about when you say that. Like, there's no like who not quite sure there. We know exactly which team that is.
Hey, how about we do this? How about we do this, Jen? I'll trade you my very end of the round pick, so you can push this to the very end. You don't have to make a decision.
No, I
will
make a pick, and I'm gonna go for Goonswarm Federation.
There we go.
We
really are scraping the bottom of the barrel.
No, come on, Jen, you can't do that. You have to have them as your
Pocket of
6th
Goons.
pick because that way Anger Game 6 is confirmed. Now you're just talking about AG5.
That's true.
I've already said the words. I've already handed in my envelope to the podium. I've been looking at
Wait,
you.
Bay, it's not Tappy, it's Goons. Hold up.
It's good. Yeah, that's the wrong team. That's the wrong bad no seconds.
I mean, it's on the board. It's on.
I heard
Edit
the
a fiat.
entirety of Tappy is
Wait,
actually playing an AT this year.
Wait,
So
what
collusion.
have I done?
Can they field 10?
Please
That's the
ignore.
question.
You guys are talking about the faction warfare group, right? Just so we're clear.
Wait, what was the pick?
I
Sorry.
picked
Goonswarm
It's
Federation.
Goons, it's
Oh
not
my
Tappy.
God.
It's not.
I mean,
I've started different
once again, I
vacuums.
heard the entirety of Tappy is playing an AT this year, so
That
maybe
was
it'll
my
be
bad.
good.
That was my bad.
All 6 of
One
them?
man is 9 alts. We will create an AT team,
Just one guy anchoring.
Okay.
and it will probably still be more efficient than it was last year.
True.
So Misty, why don't you tell us what pick you're gonna make so that Archie can find a different and better one?
Can I get that list drawn back up with all the?
That's also in the
Yeah, there we
doc.
go. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, you see.
Can we
you
just
see
skip
where-
picks? Because I feel like picking some of these is like a handicap to have on my
That's the
side.
point. You got to pick the shiniest of the turds, Misty. Find the poop that has the one fleck of lovely bit of corn in it that you can take home.
The shiniest shit.
Listen, there's 16 teams left up here, right? So 12 don't advance. So 4 of these teams are gonna get through. And they're gonna get you something.
Not for these teams.
All right. I'm gonna say the initiative.
That was going to be my next pick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's be honest. It's the only the last real pick left that we can see. To be fair,
I have checked a lot of kill boards, and most people have like 4 active members right now. I'm struggling to find.
That just means that they're scrimming.
Here's my
They're just scrimming.
Here's my thought. Of the day 1 teams, the match that I think is most likely to be close is the Brave versus Kitchen and Sinkhole one, and I think both those teams are better than the rest of the bracket of the people who are going to lose, unless there's some sort of upset. So I wouldn't pick the initiative because I think
sorry,
they're
this
gonna
coming
lose
from
to
the
either
person who
Kitchen,
also
Sinkhole, or
didn't
Brave.
pick Brave. I just want to know where the source of this information is.
We're going 0-2. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I do. But they're going to be initiative. 0-2, but they'll win.
No.
Thunk. All right.
Yeah, I mean,
so-
and it's a reasonable pick, and yeah, they have enough active people to field a full 10-man team, hopefully. So
Is that the point where we're at here, where we're like, they can field 10 people?
It's looking like it. Some of these guys I want to pick just based on their name. You know, Only Cow's pretty fucking good. Shut Up, I'm Trying. I could get behind that. It doesn't look like they're trying in terms of like their actual activity at the moment, but maybe they're scrimming.
All right. Let's go to the next person then, which is CCP Overload. Who are you selecting?
Oh, I don't know.
We all don't know.
Like, part of me wants to just start picking wormhole groups against Mark.
Let the games begin.
But there's so many of them left because obviously no one else has been picking them.
A mistake. A real mistake.
This is a hard one. So, just to make Bay happy, I think I will pick Test Alliance. Please ignore.
Wow.
You're picking like two men. What the shit?
There we go.
Two-man team.
Let's see how
I
many.
feel like that's
how
quite
many
reasonable.
Test Alliance.
Yeah, but they've got nothing else to do in Eve except practice for
What?
AT because they don't have any
They've got-
solve. They've got no people. Like, that's all
They
they've
have-
got time to do now.
Soldaris
They
has
have
got
88
a ton
active
of
players.
experience as well. If he's captain again, then they're gonna
Yeah.
do. They're gonna do at least. They're gonna show up, and they're gonna do at least what you know.
They're gonna
He's gonna
show up.
multi-box
They're not
ten
gonna
I thought you
accounts.
were going to stop at they're going to show up,
They're
which
not-
is a
they're
fairly
not gonna,
low
They're not
bar.
going to embarrass themselves. They're going to. They know how to put a solid comp together. Even
Will
if-
they
They're
though?
not going to embarrass themselves. You weren't wrong there. They really
By
can't
the
get
way,
much lower.
Oof.
Yeah.
Soldaris hasn't had an active
Look.
kill in 3 years, so I don't know if he's even subbed right now.
Okay, yeah, I take back everything I just said.
He does Discord PvP now.
Overload might be onto something here. They've been Tess has been honing their skills as a member of the proud Caldari militia over these last several months. So maybe they're the sleeper pick of the draft so far. I think he might be onto something.
Yeah, I mean, the last time we had a Kaldari Mill roleplay team come in, they dunked on Hydra in the opening round in Alliance Tournament 15, surprised everyone. So,
There you go.
yeah, maybe this is the redemption arc for Test Alliance. Please ignore.
Mm-hmm.
That's either like negative 100 points or like plus 20. So
You got to gamble. Like, you got to gamble. You can't just pick the safe 0-point picks. You got to go for the potentially plus 20.
And just think about all the small gang warfare experience Test has had the opportunity to
Exactly.
have
That's
over the
what I'm
past year. So
saying, bro. They're
speaking of
elite small gang
small
pilots
gang
now, man.
yeah,
experience,
necessity is the mother of
Right.
invention.
Mm-hmm. I think they might pull it out. Good pick, Scott.
Thanks for the old dogs there.
I'm
Oh
surprised.
shoot!
I'm surprised that my pick is still around, frankly. So, for my 5th pick, I'm going to go with literally Trigger.
really? You really? Because like the parts of them that were good, didn't they just become paper numbers?
Yes, but here's the thing: their bracket is easy. So, I'm choosing the least bad option. They play till Doomsday, and then they play Tappy round after. So, we'll see.
Yeah, but they're up against the loser of Plug and Play versus Eat, Pray, Love in the final round.
It's still a good position play to get some points. I see where he's going with that. They will die to Eat, Pray, Love, though.
Hmm.
All right, Alec, who is your hopeless hobo that you're going to pick right as we enter the bottom of the 5th?
Oh, it is a thin field indeed, but I've got to go with Dracarys.
Oof. That's tough.
I think their chances against the Essence are very good.
Okay, that's respectable.
All right, Wingnut, are you ready to make your final 2 picks of the whole?
I am
draft?
really scraping the barrel here, man. Like we've already scraped the barrel. We are now just shaving wood and trying to find something. Okay, first I'm gonna I actually finally looked at the bracket, by the way, so I'm making a random guess on that. I'm gonna go Wormageddon as my first one, just because they're going against the Ancients. I do like the Ancients; they're my boys, but I mean, if the team's gonna face plant, it might be them. So maybe Wormageddon can get a win. And the second one is one that I am betting that I actually know is not going to work. This is going to be a completely incorrect answer, but in recent days, I've actually flown stuff in TQ.
Oh, don't pick
I
him.
know a
Impossible.
miracle has occurred, and I've actually flown against these guys, and they've got a
Don't pick
modicum of-
him. Wait, who are you gonna pick? Wait, who is it?
Sons of Bane.
Oh, thank God. Fine.
Yeah, I know. But I say they've got a modicum level of talent. Maybe they can make something of it. I don't know, but considering they've actually given me good fights in the last year, which if anyone who's tried going solo is a fucking miracle, I'll actually vote for them. And good luck, boys. I've voted for you now. Please make me proud.
Hmm.
Because honestly, there was not much of a better choice, really. Let's be honest.
All right, well, Alec, with no better choices than Sons of Bane on the field.
Wing, you did pick up one of my top dudes. I think if they had a better first round opponent, I think Sons of Bane would have been a higher enough pick.
Yeah.
But given the situation,
One thing I'm not happy about it.
the remaining teams, it's kind of thin. I'm gonna go with White Squall.
Fuck is White Squall?
I don't know. I'm picking splinters out of the wood right now.
They're going
Exactly,
up
man.
against IGC in the first round, so it is sort of like one of these two teams is getting in.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I like their name better than Nvidia, so I'll go with that.
Fair enough.
I was considering just throwing the dice randomly at X877, but then I saw, they're versing the Hidden Leaf guys. Yeah, there's no fucking chance.
Hmm.
It's like they might be a pretty okay team, but we've gotten so far down. We looked at the brackets, gone, yeah, no, that's just not going to happen. Pigs can fly, mate. Before that happens.
All right, so Maud, are you
I
going to
am-
play spoiler again?
I am looking at the bracket and just praying, like, which one of these teams actually get an upset, or who are like the worst, like, got that are up against each other. How much time do we have on the clock here?
I don't know.
25
Well, you
seconds.
can't delay it forever.
Let's put it like this. I'm starting to create a new wheel of names with the ones left over. If
Uh,
you can't
I'm
pick,
already
I'm
ahead of
gonna
you.
pick for you.
I am already ahead of you.
I gotcha.
Come to the wheel. To come to the wheel.
The wheel of the worst.
Ow.
You know what? I'm gonna trust Twitch chat,
Hmm.
and I'm gonna go with X8777.
Yeah, French wormholers.
X8777 to be exact, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, put it down.
team-
X8777.
The ones going against Hidden Leaf Village Ninja Assassin Esports Squad.
Yeah.
That's a rough first match.
I think Misty's a little bit upset about that pick.
I'm actually
Maud.
not. I don't want to pick them.
I just did what
Alright.
Steve wanted, and I asked for Courier what I should do. That
Yeah.
That's never worked
It's-
out poorly for anyone ever in history.
I think they're an okay pick. I checked on the kill board some familiar names. They may do well. I think they'll have a tough kind of progression into the main tournament, though.
The artist formerly known as Ithaca Hawk, make your pick.
I don't know if I want to.
I don't get a fucking choice anymore, mate. You'll
Not
make
an
a
option.
take a pick and you'll like it.
I'm checking Z kills right now. I'm looking at No, you know what? I'm gonna let the wheel.
Wheel is there.
I'm gonna let the. I have my own wheel, which I just made.
Whoa, hang on.
I will say, I feel like there are legit at least three good
I
teams here.
have
They're
a-
just up against some really bad first round matchups.
Yeah. I don't know if I want to trade my pick against fucking random chance here. Yeah,
I'm going for Nvidia Glory comes
Okay, there we
because
go.
my wheel determined that.
Mark
Plus,
is like,
I also
need
looked at
that.
the bracket and I think I agree with the wheel.
I can still squeeze you
Misty,
both
I
past
swear,
the
if you
board,
pick my
boys.
team,
Come
I'm
on.
gonna be so upset.
Oh.
Mark looks at the bracket and he's like, I need that no bacon.
I've got a lot of votes I can still squeeze out of this thing, guys. Come on. You're killing me.
All right. Can you throw up the names again on the stream? I'm thinking I know what I'm gonna pick.
Don't do something stupid here,
I'm
Misty. Come on.
Thinking
Don't do it.
I'm thinking I do Now, it's either I meme or I pick one team that I think may actually work if the people that they fly with are going to be mercs
Your
with them.
first pick was a meme.
My first pick was the best pick on the goddamn board. What do you mean?
He's still
That's
fast.
150 points right there.
I'm going to do I could do better.
Okay, it's a good team.
The reason for that is that they fly a lot with some guys that do like skirmishy, nano PvP. Mostly they just end up camping gates or running away when something scary comes through. I'm praying that the fact that they can't warp away in an arena means that they'll actually learn how to stand and fight. So we'll see
Activate
whether
the fight or flight response.
Exactly, and if you can't fly, then you're gonna have to fight. So we'll see how they do. I think that's like probably the best worst pick that you can do
Misty,
out of what's left. What?
I have from reliable Chinese sources that all the fraternity does right now is play Genshin Impact and World of Warship.
Yeah, that's more. That's called bonding. You need a good bond in your AT team.
Gotcha.
Don't forget Diablo as well. They play that quite a bit.
I'm sure you spent a lot of time bonding with Mona.
Boning.
You said boning first.
Fucking that was a Freudian slip.
No, boning.
Anyway, you have annoyingly taken my pick as well because I was going to take them as a pure anti-pick against Laserhawks.
I mean, I was thinking about that too because they are up against
Literally just
Laserhawks
like,
first round.
yeah, they play Laserhawks first round. Like Laserhawks might just fucking choke it away again because that's what Laserhawks are now.
Hawks are
Choking
on.
actions.
They're on it this year, dude. They're scrimming. I know. Trust me.
Laserhawks been on an asphyxiation fetish for a little while now, so hopefully they can start to breathe.
They'll be just fine.
Well, Mark, wait. Which of the wormhole teams do you think is the best out of all the ones that are in the tournament?
Oh, mate.
Oh no! Oh wait, I'll do one
Time to
better.
lose some
Mark,
votes.
give me a wormhole comp tier list, like wormhole team tier list. Quick, go.
Wormhole team tier. I mean, the order that I picked them in is pretty close. I mean, Odin's is probably the best by a pretty good margin, and then some combination of there are teams on here I think who can still be sleeper picks. Like I'm just telling you right now, I know that there are teams on here I think can still be sleeper picks. Just based on what I have seen from them in actual fights. So whether or not that'll actually turn out to be anything.
Bay, can you highlight the fifth pick for us, please? How many active members does Whole Control have? How many votes did you just lose?
Whole Control is they all right. Listen, this is you guys are thinking about this the wrong way. You are looking at this on what does past history tell us? That's the past.
This man is in damage control mode.
We don't live in the past.
Did you pick Laserhawks just so they wouldn't evict you?
Hawks, listen.
Just remember, when you point, use your thumb, right? You do it like this. You don't point at them. You get that politics going.
Listen, you guys are clearly overthinking this. Okay, you guys are looking at the past. There's nothing back there for you. You have to look at the future. And I see the future up here. I see it right here. So,
do you know that Whole Control has more active members than Laserhawks?
I do know that. Yeah. Do you know how many fucking groups are in Whole Control? They have like 8. That team's that group's not small. I know how much money Hawk spends on their shit. So,
Jen,
listen. I'm not saying it's going to be.
I'm not
saying it's a great strategy. I'm just saying it's the one that's not going to get me killed, boys. They're going to key my car. What do you want from me? They're going to burn a cross in the front yard. If I don't do it, you don't understand. Okay? You guys think this is a joke? You think this is funny? Have you met these people before? They're out of their goddamn minds. You're sitting over here jerking each other off about Frat and Volta. I've got wormholers who might show up at my house. They'll kill my cat. What's wrong with you? Just give me this, okay? Please, God. I mean, I don't know what you want me to say.
Killing us, we're already dead.
I mean, for fuck's sake, boys.
Jen,
do the best I
pull us
can.
out of this mess.
I handed a man a shovel and he fucking.
We're good.
It's all right, Mark. I'll show up at your house to defend you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. What is the next pick Gin time.
Hopefully not a wormholer that's living within your walls. I'm gonna pick Banana. Apparently
Okay.
they're a Polish wormholer group.
They are.
And Ovi showed them to me, so there we go.
Oh,
Yeah.
she scammed you on that one, buddy. All they've done is kill mining barges.
Jen, I have to ask you, is it goes 0-2 in feeders, or is it lose in round 2 of feeders?
I'm going for the risky 25-32 -10.
No. They're your rules. I have to ask for this clarification.
Wait, what? Oh,
Is it goes 0-2, or is it lose the second round?
it's like not get a win, not get any wins in feeders.
Okay.
Yeah, so just lose twice in a row, right?
Yeah.
Lose the first
I'm
match,
still
lose the second.
I'm still gonna not
If you
gonna
go
not
1-2
change my
and you
pick.
actually get
I'm
a
going
win.
with Novak because they're guaranteed to make it into round 3 of feeders because they're gonna lose to Dark Side and they have a bye second round because Prismatic Legion left, and that means they're up against a Nit or Sugar. And I think
Are we
they
counting that as a
probably
win?
can win one of those
So
too.
it means they're not 0-2, so yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So that bye counts as a
one
win
instead of a 0
So-
there, Misty.
So I'm going with Novak. I do think they have a good shot of making it to the Glunte Gamble. Based on their part of the bracket, I think they're probably going to lose to the loser of Brave and Kitchen Sinkhole in round 4, most likely. But I think Novak probably has a decent shot. Best chance of the teams remaining at making it out of feeders. Also, I'm taking it away from Mark.
It's a good pick.
That was my pick.
So, Mark, you've got the honor of picking Mr. Irrelevant, the last pick of the draft.
Yeah, get your
Well-
Tom Brady in.
Okay, so I've got 4 choices here, right? And just to go over these real quick. Sugar, some of these guys I've actually flown with before. It's pretty strong. Some of those guys I know for a fact they have some fairly elite pilots at kind of the higher end of their group. I don't know if that's going to translate across the entire team. Who can say? Only Cows, again, like it seems like a meme team. Maybe the actual sleeper pick of the AT, but I have no way of knowing. And they're not wormholers. And then Suit is Shut Up, I Am Trying. I actually kind of like these guys, but I don't know if they are nearly as strong as any of the others. And there are only 3 teams left. So I'm going
4
to
teams.
pick... No, there are 3.
Segmenters.
Definitely. There are definitely 3.
Still there.
Yep. Sugar, Only Cows, and Suit are the 3 remaining. I am going to pick... I'm going to pick Sugar. I'm going to pick Sugar. I think that of the teams remaining, I might be kicking myself about this if Only Cows actually turns to be anything other than just a meme team. But I think of the teams remaining, and Sugar plays Deepwater in the first round. So yeah, it's going to be tough. I don't think they get through it, but fucking, who knows?
That's
my pick.
Deepwater than a Nit. I think that's tough.
Yeah, it's gonna be rough. Listen, at this point, you're just hoping for upsets. You know what I mean? I think this is. I think of the ones remaining, of the 3 teams I had to choose from, I feel pretty confident about that pick.
All right, so if you're listening, high-sec miners, Only Cows, and Shut Up, I'm Trying, you are absolutely terrible, and you are the 3 worst teams, according to all of the analysts present today. Take that spite and that hatred that you feel on board and use it to propel yourselves further up the bracket. Further up the bracket. Or
You're gonna make Greg out cry.
Yeah. Oh no, it's Greg out, Only Cows.
It's just Sugar.
Look, I don't think anyone. Wait, moderator, why are you putting a bunch of cheaters as your background?
Oh, you're gonna bang some trash cans, man.
All right, well, let's just take a moment then to talk through all of our teams, and we'll be probably able to sign off here. It's been very, very entertaining.
My head hurts. Thank you, Mark, you arsehole.
Mm.
Yeah.
I did nothing wrong.
So, Mark, given actually, I'll leave you for last. I'll leave you for last.
Yes.
Smart move.
Wingnut, how are you feeling about your team, and do you think you're going to win?
No, not at all. But I picked my boy. I picked a few other interesting teams. I picked a team that can only go up. I picked a team with an okay bracket. I picked more of my boys. Yeah. I mean, spin the wheel, baby. We'll see where we land.
We did spin the wheel a lot of times.
Wish we spun it a few more times. Then I would have been picked last.
All right, Alec, how are you feeling about yours?
I'm not feeling too bad. I think my top 2 picks, Templus and Arrival, have a pretty decent shot to getting very far in the tournament. Then I've got 3, relatively solid-ish picks. Pandemic Legion, Pandemic Horde, Dracaris. I feel like they could do relatively well, be a net points gain for me. And then White Squall, I have no idea anything about them, but their name is kind of cool, so we'll hope for a natural 20 on that roll.
All right, moderator and/or Twitch chat. How you feeling about your boys?
I feel pretty good about White Flank. I think they're going to go far. My boys, we got the fellow Japan flag enjoyer with Misty. I feel like maybe I should have gone with Dark Side, but trust Wild Things. I trust Vordak, Caliger, and the boys there. I think that I hope that Knife is on the team. He's probably not, but if he is, I hope so. Rusty Hyenas made it, literally triggered. Please don't trigger me. I didn't even know the last team was French. So I think we'll do all right. We got it. Got the boys.
Wonderful. Overload?
I'm pretty pleased with what I've got. So Volta is a perennial tournament strong team under new leadership this year of Stiggy Makaka. Did pretty well in, I believe, the Captain's Cup, which you ran. So I have good faith in them. Some incredible pilots, some of the best pilots, in my opinion, still in the game. People like Reload as Logi, Planet 6 is always going to be an easy couple of wins. Dark Side, I think they're underrated. I think they're going to do well again this year. They were Hooligans, kind of the same. They went out against a couple of strong teams last year. Of Essence has Chad Flame, need I say more? And then Test Alliance, please ignore. They've got to have been doing something for the last 2 years, and I have to assume it's practicing for Alliance Tournament. And then IGC, I mean, the wheel picked that one, so I'm pretty happy with my team all around.
All right, Mystical Patriot Might.
Yeah, I
How
mean,
are you feeling about your picks?
I'm pretty. It's a sliding scale. It's a sliding scale for sure. All of my premier picks got picked the moment I thought of them, so that's unfortunate. But I'm happy that I got Frat in there. That's, I think, a strong pick. My next favorite is actually probably Brave in terms of power levels out of the 6 that I've picked. I've got some nice mid-ground okay teams. They'll either choke or make it, Exodus and Boundary Experts. So yeah, I think I've got a decent mix in here. I mean, the last 2, there's only so much you can do with what you have,
Yeah, absolutely. When there's only so many teams available. I would say, obviously, I'm very happy with my teams. Tuskers, obviously, great team, did really well last year. Only team to take a game off of THL. Plug and play, my boys. I play with them every day. I know that they're good. Yeet Pray Love, team that's done well in the past. I think they're only going to do better with a full tournament under their belt. I know the one they played last time was their first tournament, even though, as a collective, and they managed to place 9th. Can only go up from there. I think they're probably my best value pick. Castabouts, Goonswarm Federation, they're just names that I know will probably do something. Hopefully they don't really disappoint me. Please don't disappoint me, guys. Thanks. And Banana, they're my, stab in the dark. Hopefully they aren't complete garbage. Thea, how are your team of garbage men feeling?
I mean, I got truth on our light. That's all I can really say about that. I mean, obviously THL odds-on favorites to win this year. I think Bright Side of Death, they had a stumble last year, but they're still on the up. Till Doomsday, even after splitting from Lock Range Enjoyers, now White Flag, last year, before the AT, I still think they're a pretty strong team. And they can make some good stuff happen. They lost to good teams last year, so I think they can make a run for it. Same thing, Kitchen Sinkhole. They nearly made it into the show last year. I think they have a good shot of making it this time around, especially considering their bracket. I think even if they lose their first match, they're probably going to win round 4 and make it into the show, and I think they could surprise a lot of people. The Ancients, similar story. I think their first round matchup is one that they probably can win, and thus, at worst, they're going to lose me 10 points. And Novak, by default, the worst they can do is lose me 50. So that's what I got.
All right, and finally, if you can avoid having some form of mental breakdown whilst talking about it, Mark, how do you feel about your teams?
You know, Jen, I accomplished what I came here to do. I picked a team that has grit, a team that has experience, a team that has sex appeal. Okay. All these analytics guys going in here and looking at numbers and looking at facts. Okay. They've all picked these teams that are, they're so excited. Boring. I picked a team with some schnuts. Okay. I'm not disappointed in my team at all. I've got the overall winner on my team. Great. It's good to have that first round. Love to see it. And then I've got a bunch of other teams that listen, all we can go from here is up, baby. We can only go up. So yes, I'm extremely excited about my team. I know it's going to do well. And when inevitably this crashes and burns for me, at least I can say, well, I was doing the meme thing. I can reject all responsibility for this. So I'm stoked, man. I'm so stoked. Jan, I'm stoked.
Oh no, you've lost a constituent in chat, man. You've lost
That
a
is some
constituent.
solid copium huffing right there from our
Whatever.
CSM.
I've heard worse.
You know, Mark, facts don't care about your feelings. So
That's true. That's true. That's what I've heard.
All right, well, we're going to do our very best to keep you updated on the scores of these as the tournament progresses. As noted, points will be acquired based on where people actually end up placing across the entirety of the Alliance tournament. So some people, and at the end of it, we'll be able to find out who is the most accurate and knowledgeable and big-brained of all of the analysts on the Alliance tournament broadcast. Anyway, I would like to say a huge thank you to BayArtJ and Disc and all the other people behind the scenes like Rain and the chat moderators who managed to put everything together today. It's been a wonderful little bit of laugh here, and hopefully the teams watching this have enjoyed, and especially all of those who watch in past and watch in the future and get really mad about it, where we picked you. That's going to be great fun.
If there's not at least one ad made by this, then we've failed.
Absolutely.
True.
I just want an ad made out of Mark's mental breakdown. That's all I want.
I don't know if that would be allowed on Twitch.
I want one ad and at least one psychologist as well. They need some help.
Yeah, can we get one of those YouTube psychologists to react to it?
So easy. You all have it so easy.
You're not wrong. I am damn good looking. Makes life real
you
easy.
cannot possibly understand.
There's C4 dwellers in his walls. All right. So, does anyone else have anything final they want to bring up?
Yeah. Mod, you're going down. I see you as my rival in all of this, but you're going down. All right. That's all I got.
I respect that you said yes before you knew what you were going to say. I respect it.
That's a brave choice.
Also, I'll give a shout out to.
There's a reason I'm not an analyst. I'm a commentator. It's because I'm a certified idiot. All right.
Mood.
I'll give a shout out to CSP Zealous, the man behind the feeders and the tournament this year, managing Thunderdome, getting everything up and running. Without him doing his thing, we don't have this in the first place. So Thank you, ZZ Gonzalez, for everything that you do.
He takes care of the hamsters that power Thunderdome out there.
100%. He is there feeding them, changing the little little drippy water thing that they have.
Right.
He's doing that.
Exactly right.
All right, well, with no further ado then, make sure to follow this channel for more ancillary content as we get closer and closer to the proper Alliance tournament, and tune into CCP's channel next weekend for the games proper, as we get to see which teams slide through 1-0 and which ones will have to go through the Galante gamble. Until then, take care and fly dangerous.